Hello, everyone. This is Therese Santos. Today is going to be the third day of Patch School, where the focus is going to be all about Icewave. And I've got some really helpful information to bring to you on really how to help people when it comes to some rapid pain relief. And today is all about how to work with our Icewave rapid pain relief patches. So in your notes today, I think the most important thing is let's make sure we spend a moment talking about what pain in general tends to be. So in your notes, let's write this down. Let's start with this, and that is all pain is blocked energy or blocked chi. So when there is pain in the body, there is literally a resistance to the flow of energy, and which is why there's pain. And I mentioned yesterday during our class on Eon that you can't really have a class on Eon without addressing how helpful Eon is with rapid pain relief. So if you haven't seen yesterday's class, make sure to catch the replay, because I really spoke to the importance of our two-step rapid pain relief protocol. And you really don't want to do Icewave without Eon. They work so synergistically together. And I just wouldn't do it. I have never really seen David do just Icewave. So I'm going to take just 30 seconds and let you know that you always want to make sure that when you are dealing with any kind of pain in the body, whether it's migraine, whether it's something lower back, upper back, whether it's sciatica, whether it's fibromyalgia, and I'm going to speak to that a little bit more today, whether it's even neuropathy, you always want to start with an Eon on the back of the C7 vertebrae, okay? And C7 is that obvious prominent bump at the back of your neck. It's a powerful governing vessel there that works systemically with the brain. If you also weren't with me yesterday, then you didn't hear me say this, and it's so worth repeating, that the acupuncture system. Did you know that the acupuncture system in our body is 200 times faster than our nervous system, which is why the LifeWave patches work so effectively, because we're using light on acupuncture points or acupoints, just without the needles. All right, so it's much more advanced. All right, so that's really exciting. And I think it's so noteworthy to let people, because I think people can connect. People are very aware of acupuncture, even if they haven't done it before. So if you kind of lead with LifeWave technology is somewhat like acupuncture. In fact, acupuncture is Eastern medicine that is thousands of years old. And so what LifeWave technology really is, it is the combination of East meets West, old meets new. And there's just an incredible combination of, what's possible when we take ancient wisdom with today's modern day technology. So, all right. So yesterday, it was all about Eon and understanding that you have to address inflammation first when it comes to rapid pain relief. So again, top of the notes here, that Icewave and Eon really do need to go together. It's also the only patches I tend to demonstrate. You don't really need to be sampling, or if you're going to sample live and, when we get to that point, or one-on-one, or if you're even going to mail someone a sample, I really just sample out or demo out Eon and Icewave. Why? Because these are the two patches that give almost always some kind of instant result. And these are the patches that work at the speed of light. And it doesn't mean the other ones are not, but this one, Eon and Icewave, are designed for rapid relief, rapid results. So nature never, do you ever notice how nature never does anything by accident? That's actually pretty noteworthy right there. Nature never does anything by accident, which again is why our phototherapy patches are so brilliant, because we are helping to support the body's natural healing intelligence the way nature intended. So today, I want you to understand that with the Icewave, you can count on the fact that this will be immediate pain relief. Immediate pain relief. There will be an immediate reduction. However, where there's been where there's been serious inflammation, it can take up to 20 minutes for inflammation to leave the body. And so, all right, so let me just go ahead and let's dive right into this. And we can almost call this pain management, a little bit of mini pain management training. And things like water are always going to be necessary. Water is so needed when you're trying to clear and shift blocked energy, which is the root of the pain. All right, so here's what I want you to know, and that is whenever you are dealing with, whenever you are trying to help somebody, whether it's yourself or a client, whenever somebody comes to you with pain, I want you to just kind of have this 3-step, come from a place of a 3-step procedure. So the first step is you are going to ask them if this is, how long they've been dealing with this pain, how long they've been dealing with it. Is it more localized, which means they can address, there is an obvious point of pain, or is it more all over pain? So first step is to ask how long they have been dealing with the pain. Is it localized or is it all over? Second thing you're going to ask is it chronic or acute? Okay, is it chronic or acute? Meaning, have they been dealing with it a long time? Or is it more of a newer pain? And the third thing is you're going to ask them if they know the source of the pain, For example, people that have, I'm just going to kind of say fibromyalgia, it tends to be all over. And oftentimes people really don't understand that the real cause of fibromyalgia is inflammation. And underneath all that inflammation is stress. And so, and I would say if there was going to be a fourth question, because stress and pain are so connected, is I would ask them if they've been dealing with a lot of stress in their life. We know that even the science of epigenetics teaches us today more than ever how it's not our DNA that is the source of aging or disease, but it's actually the environment. And so it's inner environment and it's outer environment. And stress comes from the outside in and from the inside out. So that would be a really helpful question to ask, is that has there been a lot of stress? And you can almost always count on that. In fact, here's a real stat, and that is 8 out of 10 causes of pain, illness, and disease today are stress related. Okay, so that's why it's a really important question to bring up. All right, so now what we're going to do is understanding that always Eon first. Why? To address inflammation. Then we work with Icewave. Icewave is the only other set of patches next to energy that has the dual patch system. You got the white patch, which is the positive patch. You got the tan patch, which is the negative. In the case of Icewave, Icewave has a really fantastic booklet, a protocol booklet. I want you to spend a few minutes just looking at that booklet, because there's something there called the clock protocol. And what I love about the clock protocol is that you can take these two patches, and within usually 2 to 3 minutes, you can pinpoint and the very best patching. And so I don't want to spend a lot of time on that, but in your notes, reference your Icewave booklet, especially when it comes to the clock protocol. And remember, again, say often that this is rapid pain relief at the speed of light. At the speed of light. Remember, we are using light, the light inside our body that signals to that meridian pathway, that blocked pathway, that stuck energy, that stuck chi, which is the pain, to move. And that's what, that's what's so fascinating about this. So, all right, now, the most important thing is that once you've identified how long they've been dealing with the pain, is it systemically, is it local, is it chronic, is it acute, source of pain, and is there a lot of stress? Whether you're doing this for yourself, someone you love, a client, or someone in the future, you always go ahead, first things first, and that is EM in the back of the neck. If it is let's speak to neuropathy, because neuropathy is a big issue for a lot of people today. And it's almost always the bottom of the feet. And so what I would suggest is ask them again where the most intense pain is. And you can start once you've decided if this is a localized pain, take that tan patch and apply it to that prominent or that dominant point of pain. Patch, drink some water. Remember, this is so important. Healing is about patching, hydrating, and allowing for healing. So it's patch, hydrate, heal. Patch, hydrate, heal. So first, point of pain with the tan patch. Then ask them if they can tell you where the secondary point of pain is. And if they can, put the white patch directly on it. Give some water and allow for that. The other most important thing, I think this is actually, put this above, before you actually put any patches on them, I want you, not only are you checking in with them when, the first couple questions that we ask, including asking them if there's been a lot of stress. And I'm being repetitive with this because it is so key to connect with the fact that, it's blocked energy, it's blocked chi, and it's almost always stress related. But I think it's really important that you always establish a starting point of pain. So let's always use the traditional, what we call the traditional pain scale of 1 to 10. Ask them that. So before you put any patch on them, including the EM, always say, so let's go ahead and let's establish where we're at right now on a scale of 1 to 10. And those are your words. Let's establish where we're at right now on a traditional pain scale of 1 to 10. 10 means this is practically unbearable, and 1 meaning, it's livable. And so what we want to do is we want to have them be very present, very mindful where they're at. Because here's the thing, as soon as the pain is gone, we forget that we even had it. It's crazy how that works. And so ask them. So starting right now, before we put any patches on you, where are you on a scale of 1 to 10? Let them tell you. And you say, great. Now, first step is EM on the back of the neck. Second step, once you've established if it's all over pain or if there's a point of pain. So I'm talking about right now point of pain, whether it's neuropathy or whether it's a migraine, or just anything that hurts. If it's a localized point of pain, after the Eon patch, after you've established what pain level they're at, put the tan patch on, give them some water, no ice. If at all possible, just, room temperature water, but definitely try never to do anything with the ice in it. Okay, iced water is not that good for you anyway. So then you put your patch on, give some water, allow just a little bit, and you let them just kind of feel in their body where they're at. Then ask them where there is a second point of pain, white patch, a little bit more water, and again, it can take up to 20 minutes for inflammation to clear, but almost always within the first 30 seconds to 3 minutes, there will be a rapid pain reduction. So when you're done patching, then you come back and you say to them, where are you now on that scale of 1 to 10? Let people connect with this. Let people have this experience. And you can do this. Just like we're doing this right now, you can actually instruct them right over, Facebook. You can do a Zoom, meeting like this one-on-one. You can do it with your phone. If you've got that, the visual feature on your phone, which most people do, whether it's an iPhone or your smartphone, but take the 2 to 3 minutes, maybe 5, to just ask these questions, and then pain, you can actually guide them on patching. Even if you're not in the same room. Okay, so that's that. Now, if it is all over pain, I want you to go back to the bottom of the feet. There is something so powerful about the kidney 1 point, again, which is on the bottom of each foot in that ball area. Then you take your Icewave patches, white on right, tan on left, and same protocol, EM in the back of the neck, Icewave to the feet, hydrate, checking in with them. I cannot begin to tell you how many times people have done life at a pain scale of 8, 9, and 10, and after one phototherapy patch treatment. Did you catch that? Phototherapy patch treatment. After just once. You can take somebody that has been dealing with pain for years and bring them down to something that is at least 50% reduction, but sometimes completely gone because we unblock that energy. The other thing is it is really important that you understand that if there is even if there's been, let's just say, I want to go ahead, I don't want to skip too far in advance to the carnosine, but in your notes, just so you have it, that in some cases, the carnosine patch, when applied with the Icewave at that point of pain, can make a huge difference as well. Carnosine has an extraordinary way of helping certain types of pain just shift and clear. One other note when it comes to pain, and I'm going to have a whole class on Nirvana. One of our school days is going to be Nirvana. But I need you to make a note in this because this is all under pain management, that Nirvana, the Nirvana system, elevates all its happiness endorphins. And we know that it's been clinically established that when these happiness endorphins are raised, they actually have 18 to 33% more pain relief than morphine. So we're talking about natural pain relief. So I'm going to be sharing a lot more about that. But again, that's kind of like your backup plan for some, so you got plan. The first plan is the Eon and the Icewave 2-step. All right. Carnosine when needed, and Nirvana as the big gun if that doesn't do the trick. Migraines. In addition to using the Eon and the Icewave, if there's been a situation where there's chronic migraines, I want you to go ahead and make sure that you are recommending a magnesium supplement. And it is really important. And I would really recommend that they probably take 2 of those magnesium capsules or tablets in the evening. And it really seems to make a big difference also with ongoing migraines. That's usually a lack of magnesium. And the other thing you can do for migraines, and this is where I'm going to wrap it up for today, because there is a powerful acupoint, and it's right in the webs of our hand. It's a kidney point. Okay, so in each of your hands, the right one and the left one, in the web, you can actually feel it. It's a little bit more of a tender spot. That is a powerful patch placement. So I'm going to take the white patch and I would apply it directly to my web, okay, on each hand into the webs. And I'm talking Icewave. This is so connected to supporting migraines, okay? So you can go point of pain for migraines, back of the neck with migraines, and if all else fails, you take it to the web of the hands. And so interesting. Patch school is never over. There's just so much fun. And I guess that's the big, put that word down, make this fun, and don't think you have to know this all. Remember, Icewave comes with a really good, it's a very good little booklet that all you have to do again is find the pain point or that, whatever is hurting. And the company's done a really great job with that. And even the company even has where David himself is doing some brief little videos on pain patching. And it's actually lifewavetraining.com. You will see those I include those in almost every single email that I send out. And remember, the Success Library, the LifeWave Success Library that we talked about on day 1 is there for you as well. And finally, and by the way, the web is in the hands there. It is an intestinal point and a kidney point. They kind of come together there, and it's just really, really powerful. So I'm just going to make sure that I look at my notes real quickly here because we are at that point. And here's my energy medicine tip for today, and then I'll take any questions. And that is in Eastern medicine. And again, you got to remember that this is very vital because that's what LifeWave, that's what LifeWave technology is. It is Eastern medicine that meets modern day technology. And so there are 3 places on our body that are considered high grounding points. And so I want to just teach you what those grounding points are. And of course, you always will do life better grounded. You make better decisions. You keep stress away. There's just so many powerful benefits. Remember, this is all about self-care. That's not a new expression at all. You probably have heard by now that self-care is the new health care, and that really taking care of your stress and your sleep and yourself is it is so important. It's vital today. Among everything that people are dealing with, the viruses and everything else, illness in general tends to not show up where people are, you're eating the nutrition dense food, you're getting the sleep, you're managing stress, you're moving, and you're using incredible therapies like light therapy. And in addition to that, these grounding points will really be helpful. So there are 3 powerful grounding points that I want to refer you to. And it's a great place to put on either an energy patch, a set of energy patches, or Eon. So the first thing is, according to Eastern medicine, the number one, the strongest grounding place, so you feel balanced and grounded with nature, is your kidney 1 meridian on the bottom of the foot. You can put a set of Icewave patches there when you're not in pain. You can put an Eon on both. You can put Icewave on those kidney 1 points when you are in pain. Another powerful grounding points on the body is our stomach 36 points. And those are 4 fingers below your kneecap. So if you take your 4 fingers from your kneecap, and you're going to almost tell on each leg, on the a little bit outside, that there's a tender spot. Stick a pair of energy patches. In fact, if you look at your energy booklet, the energy protocol booklet, you're going to actually see the stomach 36 meridian points in one of the 5 recommended placements. And then also kidney 27 is a powerful grounding point. So if you think, and kidney 27 is up around your, this looks a little, I don't know why this looks really weird here, but my hands don't seem to line up. So, but your kidney 27 is up around that collarbone, right below the collarbone area. Okay. And again, those can be energy, those can be Eon, those can be, but those are the 3 powerful grounding points in the human body. And if you really look at this, it's lower torso, mid torso, upper torso. And that's what I have for you. And all those 3 grounding points help with stress. They help with staying grounded. They help with stress. They help with inflammation. And so, all right, that's what I have for you today. We're a little over today because this one I wanted to be a little bit more expanded because, man, if you can help people with pain, you have now, there's nothing that will prove it to somebody more than helping them relieve pain or shift pain completely. So, all right, let me just quickly take a look in here. Why would you, let me just kind of backtrack at questions and comments, and thank you. Okay, so I'm seeing you and Dr. Bunny. Yes, look at this. I'm reading, Dr. Bunny mentions that Simone, she met Simone and myself in Las Vegas at a women's event where she had been literally suffering, not just struggling, but suffering with neuropathy for over 3 years. I remember witnessing this, where she practically limped up to the stage and was moving very slowly. And Simone and I were sitting next to each other, and we just kind of knew that we wanted to find her during the break and see if she would allow us. We were strangers to her, and see if she would allow us to patch her. We showed her some patches. I got down on my knees, and she was open, and we were open, and it looks like that was a day that changed both of our lives. We had an opportunity to now have Dr. Bunny a part of our Lifewave community. She's a director right now with Lifewave, and she's helping. That's one of the things, is that when we heal, it's a beautiful thing. We can then turn around and help others heal. And that's exactly what she's doing. And she had neuropathy for 3 years. And we just put an Eon in the back of her neck, and we took Icewave to the bottom of her feet. All right, Diane, got it. Diane, wonderful. Okay, quickly looking down here. Okay, and patch, hydrate, heal. That's right, Cindy. Okay, why would you patch carnosine if the conjunction with Icewave? Because, carnosine is a precursor to the X39, and it really it really hones in helping somebody with their flexibility, and somehow it can budge some stubborn inflammation. And so that just is a little backup. We also know that it works really well like things like tennis elbow, where you can put a carnosine patch right in that point of pain as well. All right, what else do we have? Question on the energy patch, if that's okay, of course. Can that work quickly too, and then could be worn daily? Yes, actually, the answer is, can you use the energy patches like the Icewave patches for pain? And the truth is, yes. The energy patches and the Icewave patches are very closely related. And so if for whatever reason you don't have any Icewave, you can certainly do you can do the same patch protocol with the energy. Again, they're designed, remember, if you remember that all pain is blocked energy, so the energy patches can absolutely work as well. You'll notice that on my forearms, I don't know, this is just a little backwards here, but you can see I've got energy on the set of about 3 fingers away from my wrist. I am wearing a set of energy patches. That's another place where, again, that's right from the energy protocol book. So I'm not, laying all this stuff new on you. It's just really so much fun. But you can use energy and EN to support people with pain as well. Icewave just has a little bit more ability because it's been, remember, every pain has been engineered with a specific frequency to give the body a different message. So Icewave has been engineered to give a pain reduction message to the body. But energy and Icewave are closely related. How many patches can you wear a day? Shelley, great question. And again, there is no such thing as too many, but also let me, bring this back to, you don't need to use patches you don't feel you need. There really are not that many patches. When you look at our catalog, or if you go to the Success Library, and there's really not that many. So ETS39 is going to have its own day, but I'm going to save a whole day of class training for ETS39, but remember, ETS39 is a regeneration patch, and it's a stem cell activation patch, and it can give a lot of these other benefits, but there's a case for each patch. So if you yourself understand, like what we talked about with day one, I led with the energy patches because it's cellular energy. It is boosting our cells, our power plants of our cells, which is the mitochondria. Everybody needs energy patches. So no matter what, you can be using energy patches with any other patch, whether it's ETS39. But if you only had to choose one patch, if the budget just allowed for one, and you were just looking for overall wellness and regeneration, or maybe some other wound repair, then of course it would be ETS39. So that's the purpose of Patch School, is once you have a little better understanding what each patch does, then what patches do I really want to, what do I want to put on myself? What do I want to, recommend to someone? But again, you don't have to use, there's no such thing as too many. Just make sure there's lots of hydration going on. All right, let me see what else we got. Great job, thank you. Oh, thank you. Where would you patch carnosine when using Icewave? Again, that depends on where the pain is. Okay, so if it's a tennis elbow, it can go directly point of pain. So I have to tell you that David Schmidt did a really great webinar on carnosine. And let me see if I can find that for you. It was probably good 4 or 5 months ago that he did it was a deep dive on carnosine for pain management. So let's see what I can do to find that for you, and I'll post it in the group. And so any other, this went a little longer today, but I just, I love the fact that we can communicate this way, and hopefully you are enjoying these, these little daily patch schools. And so any other questions, any other comments, feel free. All right. Well, I will be back tomorrow. Now, tomorrow is, there we can. Yes, you can ask another question about energy. No need to say sorry. So go ahead. I can't see your name here. All right. Would it replace the tan patch? No. Diane, carnosine would not replace the tan patch. It just, again, it is used really in that you can go right over the tan patch with the carnosine, but let me go ahead and let me find that great webinar that David did. Cynthia, great. Oh, you're very, very welcome. All right. Katie, got it. Katie, got it. Perfect. Did I get everybody's questions today? Okay. So would you like to know what I'm teaching on tomorrow? The glutathione. And all right, I think, let me just double check. Do you get an immediate energy boost? Yes. Okay. So so to the Facebook person, our team member, again, Katie, it looks like Katie, she's asking, do you get an immediate energy boost if say an athlete uses the energy? The answer is yes. So you're going to want to take a look at patch school, my day one patch school, where it was all about energy. And oh my goodness, not only does it help with athletic performance, it gives them 25% better performance. And so go back and take a look at patch class for day one. And great questions, everyone. Thanks for hanging out with me today. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.